When I study elephants, I do so not to understand what makes them tick, nor how it functions in and of itself as if it were a transistor radio, but I study the elephant in order to discern how humans and elephants can live in the same world without destroying each other. How can humans live in a world that enables and empowers elephants to flourish with all kin? This can be said about the oceans, plants, mangroves, forest, the wetlands, and the Earth's changing seasons. It's never a human path alone to take, and that's the point. I'm Addison Brown, and this is the Emerging World Project podcast, What Are You Doing Here? How often do we notice the curtain call of a bird at daybreak, rustling of the leaves at dusk, shimmering sounds of the sea at midnight, the movement of the air on our skin, or the quiet aliveness of the nature that surrounds us? We're going on a deep dive into the making and purpose of the privately and publicly funded and supported wildlife crossing that is currently in construction on the homelands of the Chumash. 20 years of research by the Santa Monica Mountains National Recreation Area and National Park Service shows that the biggest conservation challenge facing these mountains is isolation by roads and development. We face a dire need for wildlife crossings of the massive highways that have become disastrously the human landscape. So much so that Los Angeles has been nicknamed Carmageddon. This is a vital crossing in one of the last undeveloped areas on what is known as the 101 freeway. The Wallace-Annenberg Wildlife Crossing gives us the chance to perhaps ensure the future of the beloved mountain lions and many other wildlife kin that make this region in the Santa Monica Mountains and Los Angeles areas home. The native voice in this development is very important. The elders remind us, indigenous people have used the animals for teachers for thousands of years. These are important voices, and during this series we will be giving rise to these voices along with the many developing voices honoring and respecting the true history of the people and the wildlife of these lands. Here at the Emerging World Project, we wholeheartedly believe in the transformative nature of sound, music, poetry, and the constructive change in our communities that can arise from our own consistent mindful awareness and reciprocity with the more than human world. Emerging World Project's focus is about environmental education, conservation, and thinking creatively in response to repairing our personal relationships to the land and bioregions that we co-inhabit. This series, we will encourage you to utilize iNaturalist to make biodiversity observations while building community around nature. iNaturalist is a community-powered app that makes it easy to upload and share your observations in the field and to get help from other users with Flora and Fauna ID. So before the series, get yourself acquainted with the iNaturalist app and join us in this season of citizen science and deep exploration and discovery of the exquisite biodiversity of California. Help us help ourselves. We will catch you on the flip side. And until then, be the light in the room.
Thank you for stopping by. For a deeper look at what the Emerging World Project is up to, head on over to emergingworldproject.org. The Emerging World Project studios are on Tongva land.